Hey friends, welcome back to 30 Days of Paper Napkins with me and Nikki Parr. Here today I'm doing napkins and spoons. So I have these spoons, I flatten them out and I just use my decoupage to glue them down to do like a collage with them. So I chose to do 5 spoons and I did 2 large ones and 2 small ones. And I'm putting different things on them. This time I chose a silhouette, and the silhouette is a silhouette of a man, like a bust of a man. So I put him on a roller. It's a little easier to glue, and so that's why I use an old duct tape roll to glue that on, and do the different pieces that I'd like to have on this spoons, different pieces of design. I go all the way up the handles, I do all the way in the back as well. So I'm just painting them around and adding pieces here and there. I separate the napkins because usually there's 2 or 3 layers of napkins behind. I just did that ahead of time. This one took me a while. I had a plan for these spoons, and so I did the whole project, not just covering the spoons, but I finished the whole project on this video for you. So here I am just continuing with these. So this is my first spoon done, and then I just continue with more butterflies and my birds I've chosen, and a chicken, or actually a rooster I have chosen, and some flowers and that kind of thing. So I did this in a fast speed because it did take quite a while. I had the whole project idea done. It took me, I don't know, an hour and a half or so to do this, just taking my time and choosing what I'm doing. I knew what I wanted to do, and I just didn't want, for this particular project, I wanted to finish it up because I didn't want to leave it hanging, leave it sitting there and not get done. So I continued the whole project. So I decided to do every spoon, and also how I'm gonna hang them and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's not quite long, it's a video, but it took longer for me to do. So there's so many cool napkins out there that my imagination was going wild if I find different napkins to try this out in different ways. I thought this was such a neat project. So I'm just piecing together different paper napkins to do the handles and all that kind of stuff. So it's just been really fun and really easy to do. And I really liked using my roller to hold it up, the old cardboard for the roll. Enjoy piecing together it all. I have the little bird on this one, and it was really fun to do that. So I just try to dry the one back side so I can continue gluing the front and that kind of thing, and drying the side I'm going to have it on. I don't have too much surface on anything because the roll just kind of helps me with that, the old roll. Just using a piece of rolled paper to get my hole through. Doing my back now. I'm just tearing that away. Sometimes I kind of cut the slits around the spoons. You might see me done, and sometimes I just tear them away. Paper napkin is so thin that I could just kind of push it down with the glue and it stays. So don't have to worry about it like as if it was book paper or something like that. And then there's my 1, 2, 3. This is my 5th one, I believe. Yep, that's my 5th one, and I wanted to do these really pretty flowers, and did the back as well. They're all different. I was going to do a couple of same things, like I was going to do 2 silhouettes, but I decided to do them all different no matter how they didn't match or whatever. And I was going to look for a word in here, and I didn't like any of the words in here, so I just passed that up. See that napkin with all the words? Sometimes you can get really nice napkins with all the words, but those ones were all like cooking words, so I didn't really want them on there particularly. some of them were kitchen words, like some of them were like mom and yummy, and just something to do with food, I guess. So I decided to grab my book paper, and I just grabbed some old book, and grabbed some words and kind of placed them on the spoon and try to make some sense out of it. Or to make a little story or something to look at. So I'm cutting through, looking for appropriate little somethings for each spoon. So that was fun. So I'm just getting them all done there, and I'll have a picture. I have pictures at the end to show you what they all are. And I will see here. Let's see if I can just, I don't know if I get them close enough for you guys to read. The butterfly one, and I'm putting some gold on the edges here. It says something special about, and then I had a little piece of you down the bottom, so something special about you. The one with the rooster had you were spoiled, and the one with the fella, let's see here, going back to, I'm just looking at my pictures because I didn't remember them offhand. The one with the fella says, a short silence followed his words is the next line, and then a long story. The one with the bird says keep her voice, and the red flower once was she fallen in love, and then the next word is surprise. So those were the words I chose out of that book for that. Now here I'm just using my fine painting liner brush and just getting the gold around the edges. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Actually, I continued with this. I'm almost thinking I stopped, but no, I continued with this. So I had an old ripped canvas here, as you can see. It wasn't old, but it was the outside canvas of a package I bought at Michael's, and I got cheaper for just having, I got like 75% off just for having it ripped on the outside. So I choose those ones so I can do something else with the ripped canvas. And here I'm folding them over and tacky gluing them down, and put some gesso all around and inside and the outside of that canvas. So now I have my canvas all kind of covered and wrapped around the frame. Drying that off really fast and hopefully get a little cracked looking from the gesso. I'm not minding that. I'm trying to age it up pretty good. And then I use some paint, which I'm using some antique and cream in the carbon black first of all here. Then I go and use the antique and cream in that blue here that you see. It is called, oh, I gotta put the glasses on, Pantheon Green. And then I use my gold, Venetian gold, I believe it is, and those are all from DecoArts. I wanted to make it like age it up and make it like, I don't know, maybe more like a window frame or something like that, just something cute. I do have some nice pictures at the end so you guys will see how it looks hanging on my wall. And then I really dry it like a lot. Now I know this is not part of like the spoon part, but I wanted to finish the whole project, so I really dry and bubble up that gold. I stamp it with script and choose, I already have my idea of which way I want it up, and then I wire through my spoons, and then that's how I hang them. And I just really liked it. I really love the way it looked. I use my pliers just to twist the wire around, easy peasy. I wrap it through the back so that it hangs back more against the wall, the spoons, and I just kind of adjust where they sit, twist them all on, cut my wires where I need it, and that was it. So I just used 20 gauge wire here. And if you don't fold the back ends, like, you know, curl the back ends, hammering it is what I did, you can just wrap wires around your handle of your spoon, maybe with beads or something as well. But sorry about the dogs in the background. I'm not going to avoid the dogs. I'm not going to avoid them. They're getting, the girls are cleaning up the backyard and they're getting all spring happy. Anyhow, So you could find different ways to put them up. You can use string or ribbon, but I decided to go with wire. And I just put a little bit of the Venetian gold and to antique the wire a bit, because it was the, what kind of wire is it? It's craft wire from the craft store. And I'm just going to read the type of wire. It is, jeepers creepers, it's just 20 gauge hardware wire. Galvanized steel. So that's it. So that's my spoons flattened out before I glued them. Pictures, and then you guys can enjoy the pictures after. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.